Before we call the meeting to order and that, I just want to let everyone know, with our new camera system, everybody in the room is recorded, okay? So just know that from the audience standpoint, you're not any more inconspicuous. You are there. So with that, if we're ready, Jen? Are we ready?
All right, we're on.
All right. We will go ahead and call the meeting to order. Would you take roll, please?
Commissioner Corbin?
Here.
Commissioner Johnson?
Here.
Commissioner Walker?
Here.
Commissioner Thill?
Here.
Mayor Lindsay?
Here. You have before you the agenda for this evening.
Move to approve the agenda. Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Seeing no appearances or acknowledgments, is there anything you want removed from the consent calendar? If not, do we have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Seeing no old business, under new business, bid number 860, review and award bid, surplus transformers, 3,297.5 kVA. And I'm going to ask Brad to address those if he would.
Thank you, Your Honor. We advertised, took bids, and opened up, I believe it was 3 bids from 3 different rebuilders, I guess, transformer rebuilders, and we recommend accepting the highest bid of, I think it was $7,200, and I forget the company's name right off the top of my head.
Dakota Transformer?
Dakota Transformer out of Flandreau.
Questions or comments?
Good. I'll make a motion to approve bid number 860, review and award bid to Dakota Transformer in the amount of $7,200 on surplus transformers, 3,297.5 kVA.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Number 2, declare as surplus property and approve transfer to another political subdivision, cross trainer, flat bench press, 2 of them. Jen or Kelly, do either one of you want to address that?
Can you help?
I will,
Okay.
please. You may remember this was on your agenda a couple weeks ago when it pulled. South Dakota bid laws afford us a few different options based on who we're selling to or buying from. This is an example of that. We have got these 3 pieces of equipment, 1 cross trainer and 2 flat bench presses that Aaron would like to declare surplus property and actually sell to the Oldham School District. And because the Oldham School District is another political subdivision, as per SDCL 6.5, we do not need to appraise these, so we don't appoint appraisers. We also, based on dollar amount, would not have to publicize them and or request bids because we're going political subdivision to another political subdivision. What we do need to have as part of tonight's motion is the agreed upon dollar amount, which we did not have the last time this was placed on your agendas. So, tonight, if you would approve the sale of these 3 pieces of surplus equipment to the Oldham School District for an agreed upon amount of $250. That's what then needs to hit our minutes, please.
Questions or comments? Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we declare surplus property and approve transfer to another political subdivision, the cross trainer flat bench presses, in the amount of $250. And do I need to say to Oldham School District?
Second?
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Bid number 862 approves specifications and set a bid date for the construction of the underground electrical primary, secondary, and service and street light circuitry. And I'll ask Brad to address this.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We do have the plans and specifications for the 2017 upgrade project. It comprises 2 areas. One of them would be in the northeast quadrant of the city, more or less east of the 2016 upgrade. And we also have another segment that's down along Washington to accommodate the 2019 anticipated or Washington Street Highway 34 improvement project there. So we have two different parcels. It's going to be virtually double of what we did last year as far as total volume, so this is going to be a big upgrade. And recommend going out for bids. The advertisement was put together here. It's ready to go. And I believe we're opening on
April?
it's 26th day of April at 2 o'clock.
Questions or comments?
Any worries about doing twice the amount of work we did last summer?
We're in fairly good shape right now as far as, we got last year's project all done relatively early. We have one little project we wanted to get done between now and the time that the contractor would start on this project. I anticipate if by the time we open bids, award it, get all the documents, they'll have to get the bonds and all the contracts signed and all that stuff, notice to proceed and everything ran through here, that we wouldn't start till probably about the third week of May. And so we're going to have a little bit of time in between now and then that we want to exploit to do another little project that we've found some old wire that's in an area that we can't really back up very well. So we want to go through and reconductor that before we start the upgrade project. But there is a concern that we may run pretty late into this year and we may not get the entire project done or may not get enough rec out done this year that we may have to carry that into next spring. And we'll have to look at that as part of our work schedule next spring when we do the budget and everything, that we may end up that. But this is a pretty aggressive deal. We're going to start on the northeast quadrant, and that way, because we still have another year per se down in Washington, but we want to try to get up that northeast quadrant. And I think this would get us to the point to where, other than one little spot up on, I forget what street it's off of, it might be Lee or one of those. There's a little segment up there. If it wasn't for that, we could get rid of the residential substation. So we're looking at trying to get rid of that one mini sub and get all that work done so we can get rid of the one mini sub. So we're working on that. I think there's one section of overhead left that's not on the mini sub. So if we get this northeast quadrant done, we can shut down the residential substation and get rid of it. That's one of their goals. Get as much done as we can in the Washington project. We'd like to get it all done, but if we don't, that's not the end of the world because we can finish it off the following year. We're basically trying to do 2 years upgrade in 1 year. And so we're going to get after it, see if we can get it done. We're already looking at doing some things on our side with different materials that will speed up the process of placing transformers, things like that, making the connections. There's different materials out there because of the volume that we're going to try to do this year. We looked at that and thought, even though they're about the same money as the former method, but it will be something that should speed us up almost like a half hour or more per transformer. So that doesn't seem like much, but when you're putting in 50 of them, the time adds up.
Quality still there?
Quality's still there. It's a method that most everybody else uses, and it's actually got fewer connections than what we're doing now, or have been doing in the past. So it's something that it looks like it's the best way to go. It's a common standard practice in the industry. I don't think there's anything we're doing that's unusual. So it's what we've been, what a lot of other people do. It's just something that hadn't been done in the past. I think it'll speed us up substantially on all these transformers. So that's what we're trying to do everything we can to make it faster in the field for our guys so we get more done and be more efficient. And that lets us do more work. And it shouldn't cost us any more.
All right.
Thank you. I'll make a motion to approve bid number 862. Approve specifications, set bid date for April 26th at 2 p.m. For construction of underground electric, primary, secondary service, and streetlight circuitry.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Under announcements, remember tomorrow is the election day for the 2 commission seats. And so please get out and vote. No executive session. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you, everyone.